Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be covering my CJX settings. A lot of people have been asking me to go over them in my comment section, so it's going to be a quick video. I already have a console settings guide if you guys want to go check that out. Right now I'm just going to do a basic rundown of what I have on and just show you guys my sensitivity, tell you guys what headset I'm using and what controller I'm using, and if I use Control Freaks or not. You know, simple questions like that. Just going to have a little rundown of what I do use and what I don't use. So starting off with the general. These are my settings. I have minimal metrics. I feel like advanced is, I don't know, it's a little too much. Not really that big of a deal. The difference isn't really too much. It's the exact same thing. And I just think minimal is a lot cleaner. I have connectivity feedback on the default and my stun VFX on dark layer. I use dark. A lot of people use white. I prefer dark because, I don't know, I don't like a white flashbang. Like, I'm close to my monitor, so, you know, I don't want to feel that in real life. But my tinnitus is on wave. Some people use muted, but I've heard wave is the best, so that's just what I've been using. I really can't tell the difference, I'm not gonna lie, but that's just what I'm using. My sounds fine now, sounds good. And these are just all the other little things I have that you guys can copy. Pretty self-explanatory. My HUD, it is all normal, like the absolute default. So you guys can literally just put your preset on normal and it'll be the same exact as mine. I don't really think the HUD is too important unless you want to be extra, you know, and change some stuff that you don't like. Maybe make it a little more minimal. But just advanced. I have my compass appearance on advanced rather than simplified. I have it on advanced. This is my only thing that I have changed. Everything else is default. Everything else is normal. What's really important is audio. A lot of people say what language I have. I have it on Japanese just because I like the way it sounds. But yeah, let's go about the dynamic range. I use low, which is basically night mode. This is what every pro uses, including myself. It is just the best audio you could possibly use for CJX. It makes the gunshots quieter, allows you to hear footsteps better, makes footsteps louder, etc., etc. A lot of you guys have probably heard this so many times by now. But yeah, use night mode, use wave. This is my audio settings, my in-game music volume. I have it at 0. Same with the menu and the voiceovers. I don't really care to hear that. It doesn't really matter. My voiceover preset is gameplay focused. This is just what I use. I heard that, I heard ever since it was introduced that gameplay was just better rather than maximum. So that's just what I've sat at. I don't have anything to complain about my sound, really. So I'll tell you guys my headset as well. I use an Astro A40s. You might know a lot of streamers who use this. I think Richie also uses this. Elobum. I think Mingo. A lot of people use this headset. So I'd recommend this headset. Very good quality. Can hear very well. I use a mix amp. I'm assuming they do as well. I use a mix amp in the Astro A40s. I don't have any settings on my EQ. It's all the default. It's all the normal things. So it'll be exactly how it came. You can go and download the EQ and maybe mess around with the audio if you'd like. But this is just what I use. I don't use no PS audio. I know a lot of people have been talking about the PS audio. I do not use the PS audio. I use the default, the normal. Haven't changed anything. All my settings are here, and all my settings are here. My display VSync is off, and my performance, everybody should know this. My FOV is 84. My HUD is 89. I don't like it too big, but I don't like it too small. And my brightness is 55. My monitor brightness is 70. So it's different. Sometimes I go 50, 55, but my monitor brightness is 70, so it's different than in-game. Vibration off, trigger effect off, gadget deployment advanced, drone deployment advanced, and my leaning behavior alternate. My controller layout is default. I know a lot of people always ask me, what do I use? Do I use any custom keybinds? No, I do not. I crouch with circle, shoot with R2, right? Yeah, I shoot with R2, L2, literally the default settings. That is what I use. A lot of people ask, so I'm going to show you guys. This is my default controller. I use a Galaxy High-Rise Control Freak. Use code JeffSicko with 2 O's for 12% off. But this is all I use. And then I play claw. If you guys don't know what claw is, this is it right here. So basically I hold my controller like this, and then obviously I have my left hand on the other side. But that's why I don't crouch at R1 or anything, because I just use my pointer finger to crouch if I need to. But that is my controller. Questions that you guys usually ask me a lot. Again, default, none of that is touched. My controller rotation is classic. If you guys are using updated, please switch to classic. I promise you, you will feel the difference and just realize how much better classic is. If you're using updated, you are intentionally nerfing yourself. Updated is terrible. My vertical is 40, my horizontal is 90, my left stick is 5, and my right stick is 5. I think 5.5 is just the default for every game, and I feel like 3 is too inconsistent, same with 0, and I think you should just keep it at 5. That's my advice, though. If you guys feel better on 3, go for it. That's you. But me personally, I'd recommend 5. My ADS is 2238. One thing I do see is that a lot of people say that ADS sensitivity, the standard, makes a difference. No, it does not. This does not matter. So when you're asking for a sensitivity and you tell someone, oh, what's your standard ADS? It doesn't matter. Stop making yourself think that it does. The reason mine is at 200 was because when I was playing customs with my friends, we put our sensitivity all the way up to 200 to try to see who can control and who couldn't. It's the only reason to stay that way. And I'm not going all the way down to whatever you guys think I should go down to because you guys think the standard ADS makes a difference. My 1.0 is 22, my 2.5 is 38. I don't use a 3.5, I don't use a 5.0, I don't use a 12.0. So those settings don't even matter. I haven't even touched those. You guys can figure that out if you guys would like, but I don't use them. It's pointless. I use a 2238, and that's it. My aim's on hold. My drone speed's on hold. Advanced control options, I have them off. I do not use any of these. I know some people do, but it's just something I've never got into. My optic color, purple. My opacity, 100. Screen shake, make sure you have this off. Some of you guys may even struggle with recoil because you guys have screen shake on because your screen is shaking when you're trying to control recoil. It might even make recoil more difficult. Well, not literally, but you know, like the illusion. Motion blur I have off. I think it's cleaner. I used to think the red was annoying, like the blood, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. You'll get used to it. But yeah, these are my accessibility settings. This is all I use. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know in the comment section. I know it was pretty fast, pretty self-explanatory, but I've already done this sort of video before, so I kind of just wanted to show you guys my updated settings. Like I said, if you guys want a guide that will explain to you every single little thing, go check out my previous video, but these are my settings for now. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you guys for watching today. I'm going to be posting a lot more informational content all July. That's the new direction for the channel that I'll be heading down. I'll be doing a lot of informational content. I'll still have my, my clip tages or whatever, showing my clips and whatnot that I hit on stream. But make sure if you guys are watching this right now, please come check me out on Twitch. I would love to have you guys there. I know my YouTube community and Twitch community is kind of like separated, but I would love to have some of my YouTube viewers just come and check me out on Twitch. Because I'm not live every day. I will be live tomorrow. This video will be going up at Sunday, 7 p.m. I'll be live tomorrow on Monday. Same name, Jeff Sicko, and I would love to have you guys there. And yeah, thank you guys for 21,000 subscribers. Actually insane. I can't wait to see where we'll be by the end of the year. If you guys would like to join my Discord, go to my video description. There's a link right there. I want you guys to join that. I am active in there all the time. I talk to my people in there. You'll also get notice of new videos, new TikToks, and when I'm live. Either way though, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know if this helped, and let me know what you guys would like to learn next. And thank you for all your support and love.